I'm not mad at that though. I'm not mad at that.
Hold
People
on.
say that at
I
all.
disagree. To me, it go Forest Hills, the off season, then Bourne Center. We're sleeping on the off season.
What you say?
The off season? Are y'all sleeping?
Welcome, guys, back to the channel, the Know It All Podcast, and we are going to give y'all some trade updates. I don't know what you want to start with, but continue to like, comment, share, subscribe, and yeah, we're gonna talk about some trades. Let's talk about Lonzo Ball. Lonzo Ball is going to the Cleveland Cavaliers for Isaac Okoro per Shams. How do we feel about that? Where is Lonzo going to sit? Is he going to start?
He's not starting.
He's going to be on the bench.
Lonzo will be riding the bench. He's going to give you his 30 games per season per typical. No disrespect to Lonzo. Okoro, solid player, great defender, was never developed on the offensive side like he's supposed to. That's probably why Cleveland got rid of him. Makes sense. He's also a high draft pick, so considering from when he was picked, he would be bust territory only because they were he picked. I don't consider him a bust because he's still a valuable role player. But from just the standards, he was picked top 10, I believe. I think. So that will make him look like
and I can look that up while we're talking, but yeah, Isaac Okoro.
If Lonzo stay healthy, I think it's a good pickup. If he stays healthy. If he don't stay healthy, then it's not gonna be a good pickup.
5th pick in the 2020 NBA draft, yeah.
Yeah, that's bust territory, my brother. Okay, again, I don't consider it a bust because he's still an active, good role player. He's a solid role player to have on your team. If you just flat out suck, then you're a bust.
Yeah, and that's a good conversation because he's been on teams that have kind of been already developed or had their guy and had their guys. So it's kind of like for him to find that footing completely going into being a rookie, it's kind of hard. But yeah, he was the 5th pick in the 2020 NBA draft, so. He averages right now where did I just see that at? 6 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. Well, that was last season. I'm sorry, that's not his career, but that's last season. So that might open up some things for him. I don't know, honestly, because he plays for the Bulls now, and the Bulls have Josh Giddey. They got some few good rookies that are pretty good. Who do they have in the? Isn't Josh Giddey like a 2? He could be 2 and a 3, something like that.
He could really play the 1 if we're being honest.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to figure out who they have now because they just got rid of Lonzo. Oh, they still have Cody White. I'm tripping.
Until they trade him, actually.
And they have Vucevic still. So that's not a terrible little starting 5. I don't think that's terrible.
Blow it up. I've been saying for Chicago to blow it up for like 5 years now. I don't know what they're waiting on. They blowing it up because they got rid of Levine and DeMar. Just drop off Vooch too. What are you holding on to? He's not gonna get you nothing.
Yeah,
drop it off.
I mean, a Cody White, a Josh Giddey, Isaac Okoro, Vucevic, and that's a good starting lineup. Now the bench is the problem, but I think that's a good starting lineup in the East, especially this year where everybody gonna be gone.
I still think you need to drop Vooch. I don't think Vooch is fitting that timeline. Drop him and go get you a younger center. You could have drafted a younger center.
Now you need a younger center because now you just have a whole bunch of young guys. So
it's just pointless to keeping somebody like Vooch around. Go send him to a championship contender.
He's definitely gonna slow down the front court. But okay, so we talked about that a little bit. Lonzo, we think he's gonna come off the bench. I think he's gonna come off the bench. I don't necessarily like that, but that's just my opinion. Me and Roy was talking about it. I would have loved to see him in that starter position. I know injuries has hindered him his whole career, but I would love to see 1 year of him playing 65, 70 games, just one. Or in recent years, like, you know, he's had issues since he's got in. Naz Reid, not necessarily a trade, but he's looking to sign a new 5-year, $125 million contract with the Timberwolves. I think that's okay. I don't really see him fitting anywhere else right now, or anyone being able to afford him anyway. So I think that's okay.
That's the best 6 man in the league. That's a great pickup. That's a great re-signing. Sorry, they would have lost him. They would have lost a lot of offense. That's excellent. That's probably one of the best decisions Minnesota ever made besides drafting KG and Ant. Best thing they ever did was them 3 right there. So again,
Evian Mitchell. Oh, go ahead. I'll say this last. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, looking back at the 2020 draft with Ant, James Wiseman's a bust, LaMelo's good, Patrick Williams is I call him a bust. I think he's a bust. It is what it is.
Patrick Williams, he plays for the Bulls, right?
A bust. I don't know if he got traded or not, but he a bust.
Nah, he's still there, I think.
Then you got Okoro, we just talked about him. He's in bust territory, but he's still a good role player. Then you got Okoro from the Hawks. I'm not pronouncing his name. He's solid. And then you got Killian Hayes.
You call Okongwu?
Yeah, Okongwu. I can't pronounce the name.
The center. Yeah, the center.
He's solid. He's not like this all-worldly center, but he's still good enough. He does his job properly.
I think he's great. Like, and let's be clear for the audience. I don't think anybody that's not deserving or good enough to be a starter doesn't necessarily mean that your value is not good. I mean, you can give an ignition on the bench being a center or a guard, and that might just be your role. Like, we're not judging this off everybody needing to just be this star power person, because that's not everybody's role. And that's kind of what happened with Isaac Okoro. Like, he just came into it. Yeah, he's a 5th overall pick. He's like that. But in the NBA, you got to fit into your role, and that's what his role was assigned, and that's why we're not being able to see what we could potentially see if he wasn't first option.
I was about to say, I'm not drafting you as a 5th overall pick to be no role player. I'm sorry, not me personally. Like,
that's
too
what
high
he's
of a
been.
pick.
But that's what he's been, though.
No, but that's his ceiling for him, because he's not like a top tier player. But if I'm drafting you top 5, I'm expecting you to be him. Like, look at the rest of the people from the draft.
Why is that not the expectation with him in 2020 draft?
No, that's what I'm saying. It should be the expectation when he got.
No, but why is it not? It's obviously not, because he hasn't been the number one guy.
I'm sorry, he's 5 years in now. He's not going to get no better than he already is.
But that's what I'm saying. He wasn't the Ant Edwards, the LaMelo. He wasn't that.
There was plenty.
Like, we already knew what we were getting from those guys. We already knew what we were getting from them guys, though.
I don't think nobody knew Ant was going to be this good. I didn't think Ant was going to be this good.
I thought he was.
I didn't know who he was. I don't watch Georgia basketball like that, so I didn't know.
I seen him. I said, oh, I just saw a young kid that could hoop, but the athleticism was insane. And athleticism in the NBA is going to get you already halfway there. Once you start owning them skills I thought he was going to be something special when he got drafted. So this is what I expected. I knew he was going to be the number 1 option. I knew that was coming. LaMelo too. I knew that was coming too.
We all knew LaMelo was going to be good. Okoro got drafted.
Maybe Isaac is not just like, maybe he's just not that guy. Even though he got drafted 5th, which is why I'm saying, like, we can't put these expectations on.
Yeah, you can.
6, 7. No, you can't, because they're not always that guy. They're not always that guy.
Franz got drafted 7th overall. What's his excuse?
I'm just saying, everybody has a specific own. He had his own journey.
Now, I'm sorry. I can't take a 5th pick. Like, that's
lottery picks.
That draft capital you can't get back. That hurts. Like, imagine drafting somebody number 1 overall and they're a bust. That hurts. Like, and then you might not get that number 1 pick again, because you know the NBA lottery be up and down. So you just wasted a pick. So top 5, in my opinion, lottery picks in general matter. Like, if you get a lottery pick, you got to hit on it. Whether it's the 10th pick, the 1st pick, you got to hit on it.
I don't disagree with you, though. I'm just saying I don't think we should rate all talent based off draft picks the same, because everybody's going to different teams, everybody's going to have a different journey, and everybody's got different playing styles too.
I agree with that. To this day, I think the Warriors messed up by not taking LaMelo. I think he would have been perfect. He would have been that Jordan role fit, but obviously way better. I think he's way better than Jordan Poole. But he would have been that role, but he's just a better player. So the Warriors messed up by taking James Wiseman. But before we get off this topic about Okoro, I just want to name a couple players who are turned into way better players than him, and they got drafted a lot later. Well, not later. Topman got drafted 8th overall, 3 picks later. Vessel from the Spurs got drafted.
But he's a role player guy, though. He's a role player guy.
Tyrese Halliburton got drafted after him. Naismith got drafted after him. He got drafted to Boston but traded to Indiana. Cole Anthony, I love Cole Anthony, just got traded. He's better than Okoro. Streaky, but better. Isaiah Stewart got drafted after he did. Sadiq Bey, Tyrese Maxey, Emmanuel Quickly, Peyton Pritchard, like Jaden McDaniels, like all these players. Don't see nobody second.
No, I agree. I agree with what you're saying. I'm not saying because you were a lottery pick that no other guys are going to eclipse you. I agree with you. Josh Giddey, he's expected to sign the multi-year deal with the Bulls, pay him around $30 million. So that's that, and then that's all the trades or conversation that's happened today and yesterday. But the biggest one so far for the trade, what happened a couple days ago? What trade was it? I don't think we got to talk about it.
Who? Oh, the Magic trade?
Oh yeah, but we talked about that already, I think, somewhere. Yeah, so I don't think it's been like any huge trades. I think the hugest trade is why we wanted to do this video was the Lonzo Ball trade. So that was the biggest one so far. So I don't think there's anything else. If I'm missing anything, please let us know in the comments below. But I think we're pretty good on this. The the East is gonna be wide open next year. It's gonna be insane. I would love to see what teams push up because all their star guys, Dame, Halliburton and Tatum all out with Achilles. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens to these next year.
The Cavs are frauds. Said it last year. Said it the year before. I'm gonna say it again. The Cavs are frauds. Till they prove otherwise, they're frauds. I'm not falling for that Cavaliers garbage again. First place in the East. Not hearing it again. I'm not falling for that again. As a Magic fan, I'm not gonna fall for that again. Cleveland played me 2 years in a row. They're not playing me 3. So I'm not. First of all, I picked Boston to win it all. But
They did.
Oh, that was BS. But
well, Jordan. I forgot about this one. Jordan Poole going to
another irrelevant team. Yeah, don't want to make no difference.
CJ McCollum is now a Washington Wizard.
His career is over.
But he's a vet, so I don't think he should be really even be upset, to be honest.
He'll probably be traded to a championship.
He's with Chris Middleton now.
Both of their careers is over.
So
listen here, Cavs fans, no disrespect, y'all are frauds. You're not winning anything. It's our time to take over the Eastern Conference. Us, the Hawks, the Pacers. Well, Tyrese might be out for a while, but
I ain't gonna lie. Now, I ain't gonna say now like it's disrespectful to y'all because y'all were still great. We already knew that y'all were still coming up, but defensively, you guys have been great in the last 3 years. But this year, this is a great chance if y'all stay healthy because everyone's gone. It's wide open.
It's time.
And even in the teams that were even gone, y'all were still holding y'all weight with them. So it's not like y'all just gonna be, oh, they hurt. Now we got a chance. No, y'all already had chances, and now they're not there at all. So Orlando might make some noise. Orlando might make some noise this year.
I hope so, because I'm tired of first round exits. It's slicking on. I get our best 2 players are 24 and 23. Whatever.
Yeah. Y'all got a lot more years with those guys. But yeah, we appreciate you guys. We're gonna close this out. This is one of our TK shorts or little clips, but we just wanted to catch y'all up on the trade deadlines. Well, not deadline, but trades and stuff throughout the offseason. We'll continue to do that. So we'll see y'all next time. Peace.